We'll see how things go tonight. Things look a little wonky here and there. How's everyone doing? Hopefully today, Tuesday, has been a great day for everybody. Hello, Big Bad Booty Daddy. How you doing tonight? Good to hear that. Good to hear that. So far, everybody's been doing good tonight. You just realized you're not going to finish the Discovery meta? Which one is that? What's up with the Discovery tonight? Is that for today? Oh, the secret Starfleet secrets. Yeah, I didn't figure that one out yet. Yeah, you would have had to miss a couple of days because I got it wrapped up yesterday. Pretty sure it was yesterday. That would be that'd be the one thing I didn't try, I guess, so far is repairing a ship with Lat. I did a building advancement and I did ship XP, I think. I would have came across that one by accident then. Like, it was obvious that it was spend latinum, but I didn't see anywhere that really hinted on doing ship repairs. Or did I just not read into it that deeply? No, it doesn't really specify anywhere. I mean, that would make sense because that's like the only thing I haven't tried so far. I've got a little bit to go on the quest one, so I'll get a chance. I'll get a chance definitely to do that. I didn't see you look at these Reliant events. So that was Augment Exiles again, upgrading Reliant. FKR Reputation, Augmented Fire. We're not going to buy into that event, so we can ignore that one at least. Chaos Tech upgrade, Forbidden Tech upgrade. Khan's Champion started over again. We have gas mining, away teams, EVP, and Flock. There. That's one of the metas is to grind exiles. Yeah. If they let you do like the auto attack thing, I guess that's not too bad. But to buy in for it's a little rough. Tech Tuesday, so we got to do Q's hostiles. The artifact, research, buildings, and mining. Yeah, I guess first things first, look for some mining opportunities. My favorite mining system. Oh, there even happens to be a gas node open. For now, at least. We'll see if it's still open by the time my ship gets there. Some of them people are a little quicker than me sometimes. I was able to, when I did my run earlier today, I was able to knock down quite a few of the 62s. So I think I'm going to check out what I can do against 64s. Because it feels like I should be able to knock a couple of them down now. I don't know if there's any big advantage to that, but figure it's worth a shot. 1.3 mil a kill. Yeah, but I don't know if doing like one or two of them is better than doing 20 of the 62s. Rep wise or something, it might be better. Probably depends on which event that I'm looking at for completing that with. That's basically like a 50% increase. So I need to do like 12 to make equivalent to what I can do in 62s. I don't think I'm going to be able to get 12 of them. But getting a little bit of extra of the epic might be worth it. Just take some more trips. Cuba's pretty cheap to repair, so. Oh, I'm very limited on my chaos tech and some of my research items and my officers right now. A little bit over a week ago, I would have struggled to kill 5 of the 62s. Now I'm up to like 20. I think I did 23 in my first trip there. And this could be the difference of like just even having like um extra shield health or something on the ship. Make the difference for the battle. Yeah, I can do one healthily. Because before, one was kind of a 50-50 toss-up if I'd be able to do it. I'm guessing I'm losing shield health. I'm also not putting down enough damage yet. Yeah, I'm losing my shield. What was it 10 rounds in? 10 out of 28? Yeah, there's almost not enough shield that I can add to that then at that point. Other than getting some good research opportunities, maybe. How do you use Latinum on a discovery kill to level 40? That's impressive. How the heck do I use Latinum on a ship repair? Instant? Ah. Yeah, I'm not going to instant repair my cube, but that makes sense. Yeah, I suppose it would have taken like a lot of repairs to like a Fortunate or a Rialto or something. Be able to get the points needed for that one. Yeah, I got to the speed up thing and I'm like, well crap, how do I spend Latinum on speed ups? Okay, yes. Discovery did the trick. Instant repair. Enough for the 100 points. Because instant repair on that was 112. Yeah. So any smaller ship than that, and you wouldn't be able to get enough Latinum off of one instant repair, probably. I'm really surprised that they had the event on that specific of a Latinum spend. Without any kind of like any kind of a real hint that it should be for a repair. At least not that I picked up. Tough decisions. I gotta go back and look at that PvP event because I don't know if that's a win and lose gain points or if that's just a win only gain points one. Defeat with Fleet Commander Khan. I kind of prefer the metas where they have a loss component to the scoring too. Because like right now I've got a 3-day shield up or 3 days worth of shields up. And just to do that one event is probably not worth it. And before this event is over, we got a chance at having the war chest open, I guess, or the war room or whatever. I mean, that'd be my guess. That would have been interesting to see how Arena could play into that. No, that was in the Flock system only. Man, I get like the limited system is to give like an opt-in type of thing for the people that don't want to do PvP, but man, sometimes that's really limiting on your chances. It's kind of nice when they roll it in with other PvP mechanics in the game. Man, the amount of the same type of hostile is definitely good and consistent. You don't get yourself backed into the corner where you run yourselves out of a specific class of ship. Has been extremely forgiving with these hostiles. because being able to do the battle triangle has been really advantageous. Yeah, I started finding myself getting a little bit low in these rare ones when I started moving up to some of the epics. And the commons been something I need to focus some time on getting some of the commons. I haven't been leaving myself with the max pulls there, so it's been hard to build up some of the rewards for the favors. Oh boy. System lag, yellow Wi-Fi symbol of doom.
Hello.
Thank you for the follow, Sea Dog. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty well. It's kind of nice to get the tacos in the system and leave yourself feeling nice and full. Taco Tuesday and all. Priority 1 ATA. You having a hard time getting a priority 1 ATA with 90% or more success? I don't know if I've managed to get one of them up to 90%. I've had a very, very inconsistent result with them. I feel like they're a little more forgiving than the regular assignments have been. Because I've failed a lot of the regular assignments with like a 99% success chance. And a lot of the ones that I'm putting out for P1 ATAs are like 60. and feel like I've got more than a 60% success rate with them. But it's kind of like the same thing with the forbidden tech upgrades. You know, like you'd have like a 99%, 99.7% chance of success and end up with like a 50% chance of actual success on being able to do the upgrades. I'm going to be kind of close to getting my P1 ATA assignment done. Or maybe close enough that I can do speed up on it at least. At some point I might get to the data collection thing where I end up starting to keep track of what I'm getting for actual output on that stuff. Especially if I get the second slot open sometime soon. I'm kind of at the point where I have to decide what my next research item is going to be. I got enough favors or enough of the Pioneer credits to do my next level of my efficiency, but I think that's also at the same point where I could do the second. I don't know if it was a second unlock or unlocking the rare P1 ATAs. But I'm guessing that giving myself a better chance of getting more Pioneer credits will pay off quicker than a reduction in the cost to do the researches. Especially if I get them set up like in an altering pattern. I don't know if all of them are 4 days, but I think like most of the ones I've been running are like 4 days in length. So if I could have like every 2 days, have one of them up. That way when a random event pops, then we can have one of them be redeemable at a time and have a chance to only need to do 2 days of speed ups if you really need to get that extra point. Because some of those milestones are tight like that. Yeah, the P1 ATA assignments, they've been going a lot better than I thought they were going to at first. It's still like a slow moving thing, but I feel like the rewards kind of make it worthwhile for the most part. Yeah, I've got 1 day left on this one. Yeah, like this one, I have a 63% chance of success and a 63% chance of crit. I think a little bit more research is going to help that out a little bit too, maybe. Hi, Jorg. Level 65 is where I'm at. I was thinking about making a command to make that easy. I should just slide everything over a little bit. That's definitely one of those things I've been thinking about, trying to make some of that a little bit more obvious. So I'm guessing there's people that are curious and don't want to ask. Is that too far? That's a little too far. Something like that. I think that might make it a little bit easier to see some of that info.
Hello.
Thank you for the follow. I'm always open to input. If there's something that looks like it could use some improvement, I'm still relatively new at this, so I am always trying to get things a little bit better wherever I can. I'm just gonna update on my other two scenes real quick before I forget. Try to keep things consistent where I can. There we go. think now would be a good time to do dailies before I give myself any chance to forget about them. Hi Ryan, how you doing tonight? Seven up and seven down. I should try to do the 4-star Fuse trials and see if I can get a couple more levels in there tonight too. Haven't done that in a little bit. You finished all yours? I haven't gotten all the way through mine quite yet. I've got quite a bit to go. Yeah, about halfway through the 4-star ones. Hasn't been too much of a roadblock yet, so I haven't really put a lot of effort into it. I need to do a little bit of upgrading on Janeway too. In fact, that's probably what my next spend is going to be in this game, is to get the next fleet commander slot. Oh, you didn't realize it was Taco Tuesday? I almost forgot myself. I try to keep up to date with the calendar pretty decently, but it doesn't always work. Ryan got his tacos. Yeah, I ended up having tacos for lunch and for dinner. Oops, I missed. Wrong target. All right, let's go back and repair. Break out the Cerritos. That does not look like a Cerritos. How did this end up on this playlist? Oh, I must have just been on like some kind of random mix. I kind of miss having the Fleet Commanders button up at the top here. All right, so Janeway is slotted. I don't know if this crew combination is gonna be good for this or not, but I'm gonna give her a shot. Oh yeah, that's not bad. I think this is quickly becoming my new meta crew. Until I get to one of those explorers that's actually an interceptor. And they've had so many times where they've had the hostiles screwed up here when they spawn. Sometimes it makes me wonder if, like, the last time that I was trying these, if I had hostels that are way stronger than the ones that they're giving me now. I know they've done that a few times. Oh, I saw 4.4% go up on my charge, and I was like, "Oh, I did not make it very far in that one," but that was just a freebooter. It gets really tempting to try to gauge the success of what the attack's gonna be by how much that beam charges. That was a good run. That was almost dead, too. If I would've been full hull, I might have had a chance at that one. $58 billion to your second 500 bill lock. That's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. Like, that's a couple, like, really solid days. That's probably, like, almost one of those rep packs. I don't remember if those scaled by ops level or if those scaled by reputation level, but that's a good grind, though. That's a very good grind. I haven't got up to that point yet. I got enough for my 66 ships. Yeah, it definitely helps when that's kind of like the end game is just rep grind. I haven't gone on a solid, like, just straight up rep grind and probably since G6 came out, and I just wanted to grind up to get the first uncommon ship. One mil a kill? Is that with all the boosts? I mean, that's like 1 month of light grinding. It's still a big accomplishment, though. I haven't really done any rep grinding since they introduced the Mirror Universe stuff. I've done a little bit in there just to see how much you can move it. I was mostly seeking Trillium when I'm out there for the most part, though. I'm not a super heavy grinder by any means. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if half of my hostile numbers come from like just doing the swarm grinding or something. Like something ridiculous like that. It's tough to gauge the breakdown on that one, I think. Yeah, I'm at 395,000 hostiles destroyed. And I'd be willing to bet that most of the people around my level are probably like 600,000 in. V-Lux to tier 9 to level the cube more. Heck yeah. I was ecstatic when I got my Negvar up to tier 9 and the cube actually became a useful ship for like the first time in the game for me. I know I've seen some scary cubes in Incursion, that's for dang sure. It seemed like every time you did any kind of a tier up with it in like G5 and after has just been monster changes. All right, while this warps back, I'm going to grab a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I don't know if Twitch added an ad break after I started one, or if it just displayed twice, but all right, let's see what the next goal is going to be. Probably just keep on grinding augment exiles. I can either get that event finished today, or I can wait for tomorrow to finish it. No, wait, I don't have the augmented fire. I need to do my daily mission key. Four more of those left. And spend more loot too. Is it loot? Yeah. So I can do chaos tech upgrades, forbidden tech upgrades. Making really good progress on that one. If I do another trip into augment space, that's going to be over a quarter of the way done. The weight teams one has me a little concerned. I think we'll be able to do it with the trade XP though. That one's also forbidden tech upgrades. Artifact hunt, I think, is worth a skip. Yeah, keep grinding augments. That's definitely the theme of the arc is augment, augment, augment. Tired of augments going to Mirror Universe soon? Yeah, I don't blame you. They gave us just enough of a break that I felt like I have like a re-energized intent to go visit here. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I do a quarter a day here. That way, when it comes down to the end, like can have a day off when everybody's trying to finish it up. That's my goal. Get done early. That's what I did the last time around. It worked really well for me. I took a lot more trips to get to a quarter than I am taking now, but getting the extra level 60 systems has helped a lot. Yep, and on this trip, I should be at my second milestone as well. Oh, whoops. Oh, killed it. Oh, that also awarded the first milestone on the Exile Champion SMS. Hopefully, give our alliance a jump start for the ALB too. Have a good starting spot and give people incentive to grind it out. I should let this D7 hit me and see if I can get two of them in a row. Oh, it lost track of me. Yeah, it'd be kind of good for the morale if we could get ourselves to sneak up into like top 5 for the ALB here. You guys are in second at the moment. I don't know if there's really that much of a payoff in the rewards. I know the last couple of ALBs I looked at, I was like, man, the difference between first and 10th is sad. They've seemed to kind of get out of touch with that a little bit. What bucket is that one in? Is that in the Alliance or the Reliant one? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's double for first over fifth. It's not a lot. It's one of those things, you know, every bit helps. There's people in my alliance that would benefit from that extra 9,000 than others would. I mean, it's like one bundle in the store. I think most of the ones I was looking at were like 7,500. But you know, if you amplify that a few times over across the run of the arc, then yeah, an extra 30,000 becomes advantageous pretty quick. I've got a lot of free to play folks in my alliance, so they like to have those extra stuff. Enjoy. Don't forget to run your extra comps before you leave. I don't know if the faction gain ones are ones that are based whether when your ship is while your ship is out of dock, they run the entire time, or if they expire once your time limit is up with them until you return back to your base with it. I feel like that one's one that expires while you're out in space. Like you do your one hostile attack after expiration, and then the next one it doesn't count. Oh, that's a scary thought. How many slices of pizza have I eaten in my lifetime? That's probably a stupidly high number. Like if I had to guess, I'd probably have like 10 million or 10 slices of pizza in a month on average. Near Romulus is where you're going. I don't get back that far very often. Yeah, if I decide that I want to get like a Titan or something like that. Or no. No, if I decide I just didn't want to do any of my faction locks. Right now I've got Klingon and Federation kind of paced up together. Oh, there is no negative up there? Because yeah, then if I decide that I want to get a Romulan G6 rare. I may end up having to do that at some point. I'm pretty good on faction credits right now, probably, and when I make that push for the for 70 and the epic ship, I'll probably need to stock up a little bit for that, but I think that'll go hand in hand for that grind. New 30 blueprints in on GS31. No, USS Reliant. GS31, we're getting closer to that one. That was just last month, wasn't it? Was that a couple months? No, that was a couple months ago now. Some of these stores are a little bit of a mess after the Alliance tournaments. I'll have to do some bounty hunting with Anorax here. So a little bit over a month to get the GS31 now. I need to look at mine. I've got enough to almost do 2 of them at this point. I keep on forgetting to do them. Like, I got in the habit of, like, saving primes for the, power gain ALBs, and they don't really run those anymore. Just need a day to sit down with Spox Club and figure out where the best value is for me to spend those. Okay, Bunny Bot, that one's kinda dumb. Oh, there are so many things in that DTI store, it's hard to even keep track of that anymore. Oh, you're not going to be able to finish the new con meta? That sucks. I didn't get the last one finished. I couldn't get the Crenum formations done, and what was the other one? Oh, the wave defense one. Well, that one you can do ATA credits too, or the officer. The officer upgrades or whatever for their abilities. That's all I'm gonna have to do mine is with trade XP. Yeah, no, I looked at that. I'm like, there ain't no way I'm gonna be able to come close to completing that. But then I saw trade XP and I was like, okay, 22,000 trade XP. I think I can probably swing in 5 days. The rest of them look pretty doable. They're less intimidating, at least. All the Bajoran Armada loopholes is where those come from the best. Yeah, there's a good amount in there. I kind of wish that those uncommon Armadas paid more in the tournaments. Speaking of which, is the tournament store still open? I have to decide if there's any other Yeah, they did. And then there's also some in the refinery somewhere. It's always tough to remember where exactly. All right, so swarm prime particle. I'm good there. Chip parts prime. That's only G4 and G5 ships. Maybe with G5 refining coming up, it might be worthwhile to go after the G5 one. I've already got 500 on hand, so I might as well get the other 500. Oh, that's not the right one. Because then I can do G5 parts efficiency. Syndicate prime. I'm maxed on that one. The prime particle keys, another good one I'm going to want. And I think that was the last one. Weapon prime. Weapon prime is maxed. Astral prime. That's for the delta spike. I don't care about the delta spike. Omega particle. Level 1 is 750. I don't even know how many of the things I have left. Prime junking or G3, G5. They're both worth it. Should be enough to get that one unlocked. Okay, so the next time that we have a research item, we can use that. All right, let's go raid DJs. I think that's where most of my people went anyways. That's so much easier. All right, non-subs can use that raid message, and subscribers can use that raid message. Thanks everyone for stopping by tonight. Appreciate the time. Thank you, Retro. You have a good night as well. Good night to everybody else. And we'll catch you on the next one.